Okay, so let's put a down round scenario into the cap table and watch what it does to the shares here. So I'm gonna go over to my cap table and take the pre-money valuation from 10 million to 5 million. So that's a down round scenario. We can tell because the share price is 321 and the price they paid was 571. And so what happens is the shares here that are actually catching the benefit of this full ratchet clause are the Series Seed shares. They're the only shares that really matter here. And the key thing is that the value gained or lost is zero. So what happened was we issued enough shares for them not to lose any value as a result of the extra dilution. So what they did was they got the new share price and they essentially invested in the Series A round, just like the Series A investors did. That's the net effect to the founders and the dilution that occurs there. So this is how we know it's working properly, is that the value gained or lost is at zero for the shares that are getting the full ratchet provisions and getting issued at everything at the new share price. So that's how it'll work. Now you see too that the conversion rate goes to 2.017. So on the cap table, the share count doesn't necessarily change. But whenever we calculate the waterfall, the share count won't necessarily change, but what will change is how many shares they get upon conversion to common. So that's what we'll do in a future video whenever we modify the liquidation model to fit in all these new conversion rates in down round scenarios. So if they had 226,000 shares to start with, which is what we started with, 226,000, those 226,000 shares would convert into 2.017 times that number of common shares, and that's basically how the dilution is taken care, the anti-dilution provisions are taken care of in a more simple manner. So that's just a simple little lesson on how the full ratchet dilution is kind of applied and how to see if it's working properly.